Good morning on day 9 of the GR10. Oh, we had a good night's sleep last night. I had about 6.5 hours sleep straight, which was really good. My right knee, which was twinging yesterday, Simon lent me a couple of ibuprofen, vitamin I, and they did the trick. We've got about 4 or 5 hours into Sainte-Engrace, I think it is this morning. Just a bit through the trails here, and we've got a bit of a road walk. But yeah, the body's feeling good. The blisters, not so bad. Looking forward to the day ahead, but boy, it is warm this morning. So we've got a nice cruisy trail to the next water source, but the views are still fantastic. Hello, ladies. Oh, they've got nice wool as well, haven't they? How wonderful. Roller skates ready, set, go! Am I glad to see you? You sure shouldn't. For set. A bird beach.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of those for a long, long time. Not like that. That's fairly rare. Several buds under the bark that have just been caused to be sort of cancerous and go bananas.
There you go, kids. That's today's Arbor Talk with Simon McCann, nickname Le Chèvre.
Le Chèvre.
That's Sun Valley, isn't it? There must be another gorge down there.
Yeah, there's definitely.
But with the clouds up above, I say thank you to the clouds, the shade they're giving.
Oh.
Thanks for all
Tribute, boy.
the sweat they're saving. Who could live without them? I ask in all honesty. How sweaty would we be without a cloud in the sky shading me? And I thank clouds for the shade, for saving me sweaty. Dun, 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 dun. So frustratingly, my right knee and now my left a little bit have started to twinge some more on the descent. We've just come down from about 1,300 down to 800 metres. That's about 500 drop. Whoop. You do question whether the trail actually continues when you look at this. It's like a little cave. It's nice to come out of the darkness of that little grotto back there. It's very wet and dank.
Yeah, it wasn't particularly enjoyable, was it?
No.
It was a bit of a...
It's a contrast, but not a nice one.
Slippery obstacle course.
The path is a little bit worn away here. I think we shouldn't have come this way. There was a line across and it said don't go right here, but then it didn't say where to go otherwise. Apart from a bit of erosion on the path where there was a pipe exposed, which is slippery, be careful, and a few down trees, I think it was the right decision to cut through and bump over the tape. So we stopped for lunch at La Cascade and had, guess what they had? Baguettes with cheese, tomato salad and ham. I mean, no, it's not the omelette we were hoping for, or pizza, but you know, it filled a hole. What a beautiful butterfly.
Or a lizard.
We have just arrived at Sainte-Engrace. It is 20 to 2 in the afternoon and blimmin' warm. I'm quite thirsty. And there's the auberge just up here, opposite the church.
We want to go tomorrow.
Second helping.
Yeah, fromage.
Avec fromage, right. So, given the choice again, I would have probably just had a drink, maybe an ice cream back at the Blue Lagoon, and then I would have come up here to the auberge at Sainte-Engrace, and because finally
We got a meal.
we got an
We
omelette.
got the omelette we have been waiting for.
And lots of drink alongside it, so that's really nice. They do camping there, but unfortunately they've only got space for about 4 small tents.
On a small ledge.
Okay, feeling a bit more refreshed after a little wash in the stream. And a wet top, which is always good in weather like this when it's 30 degrees. Even under cover, and with my top and hat wet, it's still bloody hot. I think the weather forecast says it's about 35. And we've got a big ascent ahead of us, so it's hard and slow going. This is ancient woodland. Beautiful and nice and cool. Yeah, look at this, through the gorge. Now Simon has a theory about this cave here. He thinks that a gruffalo lives in there. And yeah, I think if you look close enough, you can see something moving in there. A gruffalo. I mean, forget hiking, this is just a nice walk. Walking up here, just taking it all in. It's quite something else.
In the late 1950s, you can still see signs of the compressed air line.
Wow. We've come out in this little clearing here, and it's probably the only clearing and level bit we're going to get. And so we've got to climb for another 500 metres, so I think this is home for the night. I promised to show you the ups and the downs of the GR10. And tonight, well, it's not the nicest of camps. I mean, in the tent it's fine, but outside, I'll show you what I mean. There are flies absolutely everywhere in this tent. And then there are huge wood ants outside and lots of ticks trying to climb into the tent with me as well. It's very humid, probably mid to late 20s. And I've already extracted about 3 ticks off my body. But apart from that, it's cool. And yeah, just going to lie here, chill out, and probably listen to a podcast, read for a bit, have some fruit and nut, and then call it a night. And so there was our pitch for the night. And it was, yeah, quite a restful night's sleep, really, in the shelter of the trees. But we've woken up to a very warm morning on day 10, Simon.
Day
10 today.
No, is it?
We're in double figures. This is stage 10, isn't it?
Stage 10? Yeah, 10 today, 10. I can't believe it.
Time flies.
Where's the time gone?
Time flies when you're fighting ticks.
Yeah, beating off 300 million flies.
So, here we are, day 10. And we start off, thankfully, in the shade over this wonderful beech woodland. But it's a big old ascent. I think there's 800 or 900 metres to get up in total. And it's now 8 o'clock in the morning. Boy, was it warm first thing. But Simon and I have said, right, got to drink and drink and drink today. Because yesterday, I think we got quite a bit dehydrated. And would you look who we found? It's the man in the tour book and the Cicerone guide. And the troughs are still dry by the looks of it.
Which is which, you make?
La Gardienne, guarding his imaginary water. Simon has just observed that if you come up to the top of the woods at about 1,300 metres, there's a beautiful camping spot there. Very nice views of all the vista around us.
Exposed in
Stormy weather.
stormy weather.
Bit windy up here now and exposed. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Breakfast time for the cows. This is how they do it up here in France. So we keep coming up these switchbacks these really nice, well-made paths, and they're making easy work this morning of getting some altitude and getting the K's knocked out. We're determined to get to the bar before Team France, because it's always been that they overtake us, they get to the bar, we pull in, we're all knackered and sweaty, and they're sitting there supping their beers going, "Oh, bravo, monsieur." So, not today. No, Simon says, I've drawn the line. We're going to get there first, and we're going to get a nice drink and some lunch at the refuge. Bugger, I've just seen Team France bringing up the rear. You see him there? I reckon he's about half an hour behind. We need to get a crack on. Cracking out this stage. We should be there by lunchtime, easily. Feels good. Feet feel good. The knees are feeling a bit better. I gave them a really good stretching last night, so massaging all around the kneecaps and the tendons behind the kneecaps, and then really digging my thumbs into my calves and my thighs, stretching out, kneeling, all that kind of thing. And well, it seems to have made things a bit better this morning. This is really exciting to be transitioning now. So we've got here on our own steam and now be entering a different zone of the Pyrenees. Very cool. What we've just seen, it's the Egyptian vulture Simon has just spotted. Well done, Si. Civilization. The question is, will Team France be there, or will we be there first to claim victory on stage 10? So here we are at Refuge Hendaye. Hendaye. Bravo, Simon. Yeah. What would you like for lunch?
Oh, is there lunch?
What would you like for lunch?
What I'd like, omelette.
They do omelettes. Yay!
Coke and omelette. Doesn't get any better.
It's good.
Refuge Hendaye, and we're going to be heading for this area here, where we got a half decent campsite and a water point, which is probably 3 hours between here where we are now and there where we're going to be.
But as you can see from the lovely blue sky behind us, it's warm. About 30 to 33 degrees, so it's certainly going to be a wet t-shirt competition on the way out of here.
Yeah, for sure. 33 degrees, but we're well lubricated with plenty of water, and doused our shirts, doused my hat, but it doesn't feel too bad.
No.
With a gentle breeze. And, 2.5 hours to go, roughly, if all things go well.
Well, the man at the refuge back there said 3.5 hours total to get to the water source.
Yeah, but the most important thing on this trip is to beat Team France, who are behind us.
That's right, yeah. So these guys are out for a hike and a camp tonight as well. So we might have company. Yep. T-shirt has dried off already, and now I'm starting to sweat. It is very warm, but spectacularly beautiful. See, Goat is in his element up here on these rocky slopes and steps. That breeze is nice. Look at the flowers. It's like every perfect rock garden you could imagine put together and then made even better. And you can see how far we've come. And I think you can even see the refuge in the background there. Naturally occurring azalea there, I think. There's a scent coming off these pine trees. It's lovely. That lovely piney smell. wafting through the air. For context, this is what the book called an easy scramble. Yeah. Complete. If I was you, I'd definitely stow your poles away in your bag so you've got an extra hand or two to hold on as you come up there. So, it's at times like this you've just got to stop, drink some water and eat some chocolate.
Chocolate as well, yeah.
I think today, for me, scenery-wise, has been the most spectacular. It's been a very eventful day, both GR10-wise, food-wise, and the scenery is beautiful. This is probably my favourite section of the GR10 to date. So this is Cabin de la Beach, and I think we have spotted a lovely section of turf down there, right next to the water. This evening's going to be good. Well, we are pitched. Simon, always the gent, said, there's a really decent pitch over there, you're going to have that one. Simon's a little bit further down that way. But wow, what a place we have come to. It feels literally untouched by human hand. Wow. This is pretty damn good. And he tells me he's got a nice bathroom as well. Oh my goodness! When did you get this done? I'm definitely going to have me a dip in that water. Look at it. Gin clear. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the best campsite thus far. Well, from last night's low, today has definitely been a high. Probably the highlight of all of the days so far. Incredible journey we've had today, and such a treat to be here. It's a purely magical place, this. Absolutely gorgeous.